Yep, we're calling our meeting to order.
Chris?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Adam?
Hi, Chris. Yes.
Caitlin is absent. Tammy?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
6 present, 1 absent.
And I need an approval and adoption of the agenda.
Second that.
Motion by Adam, seconded by Roger to approve and adopt the agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Hang on, I think I just got it.
Okay.
What number? Do you want
Here we go again.
Let's go over board norms number 3 and 4. We will be fully present at the meeting by becoming familiar with materials before we arrive and by being attentive to behaviors which affect physical and mental engagement. And we will invite and welcome the contribution of every member and listen to each other. I'll stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, board recognition, there's none. Citizen participation, I don't think anybody's signed up. There's none. Okay, let's move into consent agenda items. There is a list of consent agenda items, quite a few reports, minutes, calendar of events. Does anyone have any questions about consent agenda, or is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Motion by Roger, seconded by Adam to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor? Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Next up is financial statements and June bills. Again, there's several different check runs, lots of different financial statements. Are there any questions? Motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Motion by Roger, seconded by Adam to approve the financial statement and action on the June bills as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
6 yes, opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Okay, administrative reports, board and committee reports. Has the policy committee been able to meet yet?
No, it's the first time I've seen Chris since
That's
the last
fine.
meeting, so we'll talk afterwards.
That's fine. Moving into principal end of year reports. Hi all. Hello. Elementary.
Summer school's going well. Having lots of fun. I actually just made a post after summer school today. Uploaded some of the pictures. They're doing a lot of fun things with our kids. One of the pictures I uploaded was Wanda Reeves was doing a horizontal and vertical lesson on line symmetry with them, and they were using Legos on boards, and so it was really cool to pop down there. I just was making my rounds into classrooms and to see that these kids are doing a lot of hands-on stuff to be learning. We had a quick kind of turnover, but we're very thankful that for the most part we're fully staffed and we're starting to plan for the next school year.
Good.
Able to get a lot done this month.
Good deal. Any questions for elementary? Middle school. You're up.
I don't have much to say.
Peace out. I mean, really?
I was sad on your last little statement on your
Yeah.
report. I
Yeah.
will tell you that was
Yeah.
made me a little sad. It is. It's a little bittersweet.
But no, we are taking our kids to that wild animal adventure park in Stanton on the last day of school, of summer school, and then we'll go to the pool afterwards. But yeah,
That's cool.
get ready to hand over the keys.
I will say to all of you, if I know that me and Chris were both at the 8th grade promotion, and the words you spoke, it was 100% from the heart, and just I thank you for all of the time that you gave our district.
Yes.
I mean, my kids were those kids. So.
Stop it.
I know. I
Ours
thought I
too.
was over the crying stage, but yeah. And I don't think it'll really hit me until August when
We call you the sub.
Well, you have to wait until.
A month.
Yeah, someone tell me when that exact date is.
When's the last day? Because it's a month from then. I know
Yes,
that. I read the
yes.
PSRS, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not gonna seem, strange until then, but yeah, but no, thank you
This
guys
one
very
does,
much. And
February.
it's hard to believe 30.5 years have gone by already, so it goes by quick. So, but yeah.
All that'd be gone when you hold that little baby though, when you're.
I know, every Monday. Fun. Yeah,
So yeah, thank you for your time.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Share the pictures on all the trips,
Oh,
No
yes,
kidding.
but
for sure.
definitely thank you for all you've done.
Yeah, absolutely.
High school.
Nothing really new to add. Summer school's going well. I'm conferenced out, been to conferences the last 2 weeks, and with this week with 2 of our new administrators, and it's always good just to spend a couple days with them and get to sit down and talk with them and stuff. So 2 weeks ago we took our wild track team, PBIS team, to a conference. It's good to see the end of the year discipline. Got a chance to look at that data and how it has helped. And we got some new ideas at that conference that we're gonna bring back to the team for next year and to make that next step with it. And good, so it's going good.
Good, thank you. Any questions for high school? Special Education Director's Report, it's in your packet. Assistant Superintendent Report. You don't have anything to add. Okay. All right. Superintendent Report.
Yep, so I kicked out a post earlier today, just kind of giving an update on our capital projects. So Matt and I with Navigate Building Solutions and myself met with our architect last week and contractors, and walked through the building, gave them a tour, got stuff lined up. So pretty excited our ball field lights will get started on next week. And then in July, our playground will get started on, and then the fencing out there as well. And then the architects are planning to have everything drawn up by December, and then that way we can go out to bid for all the other projects. And a majority of them will be done in December of 27. So just pretty excited about that.
Thank you. Let's go into unfinished business and get a 25-26 budget update.
Yep, so we are in a good place for the end of the year, kind of coming to a close here. We have current expenditures to date, and this was about a week and a half ago, 94.69% comparison to our revenues at 87% there, and in a good place for this year's budget to close the year out.
Any questions for the 25-26 budget update? Nope. Let's move into new business and talk about approving our 26-27 budget.
Yep, so I've been discussing this since about March with the board and just tracking stuff happening at the state level and some of our funding. We're still in a good financial place there, but in your packet you have several items. Some things to point out that we're monitoring the state adequacy target, and that's a multiplier you use for your student enrollment to get your state money. They had set that at $7,145. That was then estimated at $6,900. I just got email late this afternoon that the state's going to pay out at $6,958, which is good. But then went to a conference just a couple days ago. They said the year after that is looking at to be about $6,700. So we still have decreasing revenues there. Missouri auditor put out a statement, which we've discussed and the state's been aware of, but the auditor concluded about $1.7 billion short with state revenues there, so that just trickles down to we get less revenues with that. But still in a good place. One of the things we have in the budget is $145,000 of our local funds to be coupled with $217,500 for state funds for career ladder. So we're able to provide that to staff in the amount of $362,500. Classroom trust fund money, which is our tax on gaming money. I've got that split between Fund 1 for our operations and Fund 2 for our certified teachers there, each getting $324,504 a piece. And then DESE, I did transfer our 2 bus purchases. School district our size, it's just kind of a good practice to have about $1 million setting in capital projects. It sounds like a lot, but when you look at the cost of if we had to buy a boiler or some catastrophe with our facility, that $1 million goes pretty quick. Another way you could look at that is that's 2 years of buying 2 buses and doing roof maintenance. We have that sitting there, so it's just kind of good practice, kind of have some funds set aside for that. And then our health insurance this year, we've just discussed in a couple meetings, that's gone up $54.90 per month per employee. That increased to $125,466, but the board graciously approved to cover that for our employees, so that is in there as well. So kind of looking a little bit further at projected end of year revenues at the end of the fiscal year 27 will be right there at the 62.86%. That's ever fluctuating and changing with all the variables again.
What 2 positions were reduced?
We had a ELA teacher at the high school, and then science we're going to have to probably absorb as well with that.
Both high school?
Mm-hmm. And that is where you look at our
Yeah.
enrollment numbers. High school is going to be down next year with enrollment. So you always try to staff appropriately. Teacher to student ratio, it doesn't always work out perfectly with that, because you never know which grade level or building's going to have a reduction, but that's where we are now. So just trying to
Looks
stay
like that
staffed appropriately.
Incoming freshman class has been a small class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All along.
Yeah.
66.
Yeah.
I think it started out at like
Not
80,
6-7.
which was
Yeah.
smaller
Yeah.
than the other one.
This will be a
Right.
quick graduation.
Yeah. And so staffing is something we'll need to keep an eye on moving forward. A lot of districts with wherever their financial status is, they're doing a lot of reduction where appropriate, just to kind of combat the loss of revenues from the state. So it's just it's kind of good practice.
Yes, enrollment has definitely gone down, just like in the time that my kids have been in school. I think Lexi's class was like 130 something kids. This past graduating class was like 112, and that's a pretty significant drop. But I mean, it was still
I know, like,
fine.
beginning of the year, they're always going to lose some throughout the year. I think it was like 120 kids throughout the year was
Mhm.
lost. Do we know where those went?
People are so transient now. Like as a counselor, you're enrolling new kids all the way up until almost the last day of school. Like it's that crazy because people are so transient and they go up and down I-44 and they just move from Rolla to Cuba to St. James to Silva, to back to Bourbon to Rolla to Silva. I'm like, how do you do that?
In Lake Herman, they were not like that, and I asked that question, it's because they're not on a main
they're off
highway.
that's right.
So whatever
Owensville is
number
not.
they pretty much
We've
start
got those
with,
counselors.
it's almost like what they end with, and that helps also that they're just not
their industry's
fluid.
right there, it's too
Yeah.
far to.
Yeah, so, but unlike us in Stillville and Bourbon, they were all in the same boat, we're up and down,
They're so
up and down.
transient. Yeah. I mean, and we do too. Like we can lose 150 in a school year, and
And it's
then
rent
you gain back.
prices.
Yeah. You
It's
just
rent.
you just never know.
And
Who
sometimes you'll
offers
get
the
those
cheapest
kids back.
rent?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You
They
will.
may go to Bourbon for 3 months and then come back, and I mean, that's real
It's
life.
true.
isn't it?
It's true. And if you look at our trends, we're reducing about 40 students a year. If you kind of look at those the past 4 or 5 years. Good. Yeah.
Wait till those houses.
We have a lot of people that
Yeah.
work here. They don't
It'll
live
be a
here.
few years.
That's one of the biggest things. They work in, but they don't. I don't.
Are there any questions about the 26-27 budget, preliminary budget?
That'll be another deficit spending year, correct?
Yeah. We can get that down.
Yeah, and that front sheet looks a little scary, but part of that has that $1 million defeasance we set aside is in that, so we're not deficit spending as much as that looks like. The 8.8 or 18.8 million and the 15.9 million of that's with set aside for the debt service piece there, $1 million. And then it's also got the buses and roofs in there at $500,000. And then your increases with everyone receiving a step. And then just increased cost with everything keeps going up. Like our property insurance went up this past year.
What?
Like everything just keeps going up.
Yeah.
Concrete.
If there's no more questions, do we have a motion to approve the 26-27 preliminary budget?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Chris, seconded by Roger, to approve the 2026-27 preliminary budget as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
We also need another motion to approve the 25-26 budget to receipts and disbursements after June 30th. And then that will finalize the 26-27 budget.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Chris, seconded by Roger,
Yeah.
to approve the 2025-26 budget to receipts and disbursements after June 30th, 2026, which then finalizes the 2026-27 budget. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Okay, moving on, resident agenda items, there are none. Next, we need to set our July board meeting.
July. Well, we usually do a day meeting in July.
If it's during, usually if it's during fair week,
Right.
even if it's not.
And if not, then it's, well, the 16th would be. That's fair week.
Yes.
22nd?
And you can go fair week, I mean,
Oh.
the 16th might be a touch early for Bills, I don't know.
It's the third week.
It is a third Thursday.
Does that work? Does that work for everybody's schedule to do a day meeting on like the 16th?
I can.
Yeah. Is it hard for you? Seriously?
No.
You're being honest?
Most days.
Alan?
Why? I don't think he liked you.
But I called him Alan when he first came in. I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, better.
If that works. Chris, does that work for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm just looking at my 3 different race schedules.
Oh, gosh.
Good grief.
So we're looking at,
The
say, the 16th at
16th.
noon.
Yeah, if there's one, but I'd be able to remote if I go to it.
Okay.
No problem.
Yep. You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
If you could take your place, I can go to that one.
I would have
Florida? I'll find it.
anybody that wanted to go.
I do.
Okay,
Keep
I'll make a
traveling.
motion to do
July
it on July
16th.
16th at noon.
Thank you.
Thanks, kids.
Second.
Traveling is not fun anymore.
Motion by Roger, seconded by Adam, to schedule the regular July board meeting on Thursday, July 16th, 2026 at 12 p.m. noon with closed session to follow. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Okay. Next up, we need a motion to go into closed session.
I make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Renee, seconded by Chris, to go into closed session in accordance with the provisions of section 610.021, subsection 3 and 13 of the revised statutes of Missouri in order to discuss personnel after a 10-minute recess. Roger?
Yes.
Adam?
Yes.
Caitlin is absent. Tammy?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.